Podcast, and we are now live streaming. Get my beautiful face off of there. Yo, what's good? We are live streaming again. I'm gonna try to do this one whole year, like every single day, and I'm gonna show you my skills before I started and after I started. I'm gonna have some sick skills, some sick ethical hacking skills, bro. Gonna be sick. We're gonna get started in about 5 minutes. So I want to just explain the context as far as what we're doing here. In the last 2 live streams, we have been developing our PC exec.py, and it's a post exploitation tool. It replaces PS exec and WMI exec in that it is quieter and it is far less likely to get caught because we're using WMI. And to date, WMI doesn't have anything like script block logging or JEA, where it's just enough administration, or constrained language mode or anything like that. Somebody wants to prove me wrong, please research it, but I haven't seen it. So because we're using Wimic and RPC, we're being as quiet as we can. And in a real world scenario, you'd use this to return to your victim box once you have exploited it, to put additional persistence on the box or check for sensitive files you want to exfiltrate. And it's good that I brought that up because over the next 2 days we're going to be going over persistence and exfiltration. Now, with persistence, generally penetration testers, well, let me slow down for a minute. So we have 2 types of penetration testers. We have, why is that, bro? I always have problems with resolution during live streams. I don't care today. Anyway, we have 2 types of penetration testers. We have 2 types of ethical hackers: average and obsessed ones. When I say penetration testers, I generally mean average ones. You cannot make a name for yourself. Obviously, this goes without saying, being average. With that said, penetration testers typically, they're not aware that there's a group of penetration testers that are very proficient with what they do. And these individuals get no less than 7 mechanisms of persistence. They get no less than 7 redirectors and C2 nodes. If you don't know what that is like team servers. So they work in the what do you call it, with the rule of 7s. Like everything is in 7s. I don't know why 7, but that is what I've been exposed to, and that is how it is. So yeah, if you are getting in an organization and you finally get in, you don't move on until you get 7 methods of persistence. And that's not an easy ask. And that's why we are going to be taking that challenge today. We're going to be hunting for 7 mechanisms of persistence in Windows. And the rule, we have to do it in under 75 minutes, and we cannot use a method twice. So we can't just put them all in the registry. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to do that. We can't just all put them all in the registry. We have to, I'm going to have to show you and teach you something while I'm doing it. So that is the challenge here. And we're going to learn. What is that? Why are they showing me that? Wow, I didn't want to do that. My bad. But we are going to learn as we go. We're going to learn a lot about Windows. I don't like to call myself an expert, but if I were to say whether I was an expert or not, I would say I'm a Windows expert, obviously, because I talk about Windows a lot, and I'm going to try to show that expertise. I'm always willing to accept criticism. If somebody wants to call me out, do that in the comments. We can have a discussion, but I'm confident and deep enough in my skills that I can say when I'm wrong, and I definitely will call you out when you're wrong. So that's just me, but I don't do it to it. for ego. I do it just so that the community is stronger. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was coming up, I want to turn down my... Who turned down my mic? Mic check. I did not turn down my mic. Somebody turned down my mic. What about that mic check? What about that mic check? It's still the same loudness. Let's turn it right there. Anyway, when I was coming up in cyber security and learning this stuff, I didn't have anybody. I had me. And I'm saying that to say that it would be a lot easier if you had someone that can kind of like go over some of the pitfalls and things that you may not understand. It was like straight up trial and error. I'd be on an assessment and I'd be learning about Windows while on the assessment. And then I'd have to report to my boss. So everybody was like, oh, you're a PowerShell genius. You're a Windows genius. Nah, man. I really wanted to produce a good report. So let's get started. It is 5:01. If you join the chat, if you've already joined, please consider giving me one of those, subscribing, and donating to the Patreon, because we can always use just a little bit more funds to make this whole experience better. So we're not gonna use RPC exec today, sadly, because we want to actually do persistence. So we have to first make sure we're connected to Hack the Box. We are. And we're going to use, I don't know if I want to use APT. APT sounds like a box that was locked down pretty well. I think I am actually. So hackthebox.eu. Yeah, it's still here. Let's see, ping APT. All right, so one thing that I have to do before I move on is I have to use the IPv6 address. I cannot use the IPv4 because the IPv4 does not see IPv4 does not see, what am I trying to say? On this box, SMB works through IPv6 only. And I want to log in with EvilWinRM. No, not EvilWinRM. I want to log in with WMI exec and not my tool here. It'd be cool to do this whole thing with my tool. I just don't have enough functionality yet. But this is the type of thing you would do with RPC exec. You would install persistence. I've already went over that. Why do I beat a dead horse, bro? It's like I'm nervous and I don't have enough confidence that you heard me the first time. So yeah, that's the thing. So we're gonna use the commander tool again, and then host, and then we're gonna paste this IPv6 address. Actually, we need to do sed because we already have. Nope. So cat etsy host. I know this is 10.10.10.127. I know there's an easier way, but I like to get my reps with sed, because I've been in situations where I really needed sed and I didn't know how to use it, and I had to manually do all the replacing. Man, it was brutal. So replace 10.10.10.127 with this big long thing, and then we're going to do that in etsy host, and then bash, and it should do it. Yo. And so if we clear and we go back to etsy host, we have our IPv6 address in there. And again, just to reiterate, I could have just deleted the IP and just put it in there, but sed, right? So now if we ping, no, we don't want to ping anything. We want to, let's look at our history. I thought I logged in with let's do secret dump again. I'm mad lazy, bro. So we could just do wmi exec.py administrator at apt hashes, I think, and then copy these joints. I think that's it. I want to say that's it. What are you doing? Why are you not working? Why are you not working? Okay, I don't know why that's not working, but I'm pretty sure that should work. I'm gonna just look up how I did it on the real box. That should work. These guys use even when I am, and I'm not sure why. WMI exec should work, bro. That's frustrating. Let me just make sure I'm doing the syntax correctly. Hashes, NTLM. Yeah, I'm doing that correctly, bro. There's nothing else. That sucks. It wants me to use even when I am. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's just an error or something going on. I don't know. So we're just gonna use evil when I am instead. Evil when I am. I wonder what type of permissions Henry Vincent ADM has. Let's see. Can't clear. So, all right. So the first type of persistence that we're going to be installing today, and our timer starts now. So let us put a timer in. Can we put a timer in OBS Studio? Whatever. Let's see really quick. So I want this to actually be fun and engaging. What can I put over here? Preview scaling, add audio, blah, blah, blah. Image, I can put an image over there. I can put text. Let's see if I can put some text. This is text. Okay. Where did that go? What's going on? My screen should be moving or something. Okay, I don't know what that was about. What? No, I don't want to move that. All right, I'm trying to test some features out. Like, the room was empty anyway, so I was like, well, let me just test this out really quick. Oh man, this sucks. Add group. I don't want to do that. Browser, color source, image slideshow, media source. That'd be dope if we could do like a timer in here. They need to step the game up. Step your game up, OBS. Maybe we can do like a full screen projector preview. Window projector preview. I don't know what this is. Let's try it. What's going on? What did I do? Oh, we don't want to do that either. Can I add a monitor? Because that would be dope. Video capture display device. Let's add display capture. Okay. Whoa. Oh, let's see if I can fix this. Somebody's probably like, what? What's going on here, bro? Yeah. So do not judge me. I'm just trying to make sure the channel is as engaging as possible. I'll probably always actually do it like that now so that you see both my screens. I never even thought about that. But I'm going to do a timer. This app cannot open. Bro, stop playing with me. There we go. So we're not gonna do breaks, so skip breaks, and then we want to start focus session. So we have that running, but I don't know if it's gonna be big enough. Cause I want this to be big, like super big. Maybe I can do like a magnifier or something. Yes. 100% yes. I think. I don't know if I want that actually. Yeah, I'm just view settings. Let me see. App theme. I don't know. You're just gonna have to take my word for it as far as the timer and where it is. You may not be able to see it. If you have a big enough monitor or something, maybe you could see it. But I can see how a person wouldn't be able to see that. Come on, let me see, man. I need to try a little bit harder. So we want the timer to be like here. So there's a timer up there. It's just not in the font that I would want it to be just a little bit bigger. But yeah, just know that there is a timer going. Yeah, so I don't know. We have 73 minutes and we just wasted it on that. So the first iteration of persistence that we will do is adding a user. So first we want to see what kind of permissions Henry Vincent has, and if he's interesting or not. So he is not privileged enough, so we don't care for him. So we want to exit, and we're going to clear. And we are going to actually log in with even when I am with the administrator. So we want to say administrator, apt, and then a big H, and then all of that. So one thing about it is like this block of instruction, like, or whatever we want to call it here, it's not just for red teamers or penetration testers. Blue teamers definitely need to be listening up here. It's probably more for you than anybody, because you're going to see me do some stuff that you need to be looking for. So that's that, right? So we're going to do a net user, and we see we have these local accounts. Administrator, blah, 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 you can read, right? So I don't know if we can clear in this. What we want to do is we want to take advantage of the naming convention here. We see we have a Henry Vincent and a Henry Vincent ADM. So we could do something like net user Henry Vincent, Vincent admin. And then we'll just give them a password. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. And then add. And then clear. No, we don't want to clear because it's not gonna work. Net user. And so you see what we did there. We are being stealthy. And I know this is super simple. This is one of the simple ones, but that's one. So we could actually have text up here that says like, make source visible, select font. I don't know, any font, bro. Let's go copper black. Oh, Corbel. Okay. Why does that not work? The text is over here. Can you bring it to front? Is that what it is? Order. To the top. Is it black? Maybe it's black. I don't know. No. So color. Make it white. Wow. Maybe over here. This is frustrating. I want some text. Anyway. So we got one. So I was asleep, right, and I was dreaming, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool to like put text under this black bar right here, and just so that everybody's following my progress. Let's try one more time. Add text. I don't know. Create new ASDF. So properties. Let's go to defaults. Read from file, maybe? No. Font. That sucks. Writing system. Latin, maybe. Arial. I need to do a tutorial on let's transform. Move up. Move to bottom, maybe. Let me get rid of the display thing for a minute. Order, move up. Order, move to top. Still can't see it. Still can't see it. Still can't see it. Select color. It's supposed to be white. Still can't see it. Man, if I can figure out how to do this, I would be on. Filters, is the filter on? Preview scaling, scale the window maybe. Uh-oh, did I screw something up? I don't know, I'm gonna stop that. That might be annoying to the viewer. And we're gonna start the display capture back up here. That would be dope, but I think instead, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out after the fact. That would be dope if I could just have like some text down there. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. So yeah, we just made Henry Vincent admin. So if one of the guys that were like, let's just say APT was how you put it, if it was an organization and we were pen testing it, and you have blue teamers that were like, hey, we have three accounts. One says Henry Vincent, one says Henry Vincent ADM, one says Henry Vincent admin. I think it's super easy to see what we did there. So the next form of persistence, we are at 67 minutes, which is crazy. The next form of persistence is going to be the registry. Now, I don't remember my registry commands. Let's see. I'm gonna have to Google that one. But essentially what we're doing here is getting persistence in the registry. And you have your typical registry keys like you have your typical registry keys like run and run once, but we don't want those because people are going to check for those and we're gonna get caught. So we don't want to get caught. So instead of that, we want to maybe go down to run services. And we need a, how do you put it? We need a, what's the command for interpreter? MSF Venom 443 and then executable. So out of these three, we don't, in this case, let me get rid of that. Why is that there bothering me? Why is that like that? Delete. My bad, y'all. Stuff is bothering me this morning. So we need, so this one is a, what are we saying right here? This one is a staged payload, meaning that it's going to create a, dang bro, it's early. It's going to create a C2, meaning it's going to put a device in the middle of us so that we're more stealthy. We're not going to do that here because it's bigger and stuff. Instead, we're going to go with the second one. Now, I don't expect this to work, but we're going to see. I want to change the name, though. I don't want shell.exe. I want, let me paste this in there. I want something like app update.exe, something like that. Something that Microsoft will definitely try to whitelist and screw over the whole system with. Because, you know, I love Microsoft. Don't get me wrong. I love Windows, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. So home Kali work. We're going to go to home lab and then app update.exe. And so I don't expect this to work because that's not my IP either. What is my IP? The reason why I don't expect it to work is, what was that? 1413? It should be an antivirus on here that blocks this. So, but we're gonna try anyway. I wonder though. Oh wow, that's a huge executable. Why is it that big? Is the stage bigger? I didn't think so. I thought the stage was bigger. Wow. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like smaller is better if you're talking about actually doing stuff, right? So we don't want this in, well, maybe we'll just Python tag m HTTP server 80. And then we want to say something like, we want to go into, and I wonder if this is going to work. What? Oh, bro, this live stream here, man. I just froze up, man. Just froze up. So he's probably like, at this point, bro, this guy's quality is trash, bro. I need to go to another channel, bro. So if we look at the timer, man, and I gotta get either another Kali. I'm fine blowing away this VM because I have all my stuff on a virtual hard drive. So I'm not really tripping on the VM itself. It is the fact that I have to do that at all is the big deal for me. So I don't know. Okay, so we're going to start HTTP. We only got 62 minutes to get it done. So sudo HTTP. So we need to get into a flow. Oh man, mount. I wonder what drive it's on today. So it's there. So CD, home Kali work, home lab, Python, HTTP server. You know, all things considered, that's pretty quick. But we do have to make sure we have to log back in administrator, even when I am. What's going on? Oh, we didn't. File new, sudo HTTP. I think that's gonna become part of my my personality. Kali freezing up, yo. That's three things that we can count on: death, taxes, and Kali freezing up. Anyway, if you just joining, what's up, we're on net. We added persistence here. Net user, Henry Vincent, admin, ADM. We added him. The next thing that we want to do is add a key to registry. And I know this is like low level stuff. We're gonna get into more, you know, fun stuff in a minute. Like what do they call it? Scheduled tasks. We're gonna get into that. And I'm gonna show you how to hide there. And if you know how to hide, you know how to find stuff, right? So Microsoft Windows current version run. services. So I don't know about going here. So you go, actually you want to query this first. But I don't know. So reg query, did I spell anything wrong? H key local machine. Let me get out of the way of the timer so you can see how much time we got left. 59 minutes. Reg query, local key machine software. I don't know why that didn't work. So maybe I'll just do this in PowerShell because that's going to be a lot easier for me. Other key to continue. So I think you could do like get item HKLM software Microsoft Windows current version run services. And the reason why, again, we're not going with, okay, maybe that is something that somebody just invented off the top of their head. Okay, so the first one was right. It just, there's no run services. I don't know where I got that from. Yeah, so I didn't want to use the run key, but I don't want to waste up all my time either. So we're just going to use the run key. As you see, we have VM stuff here. VM service process, whatever, and VM user process. I think we know where I'm going with this. We want to make sure that we blend in as much as possible. So we want to go back. First of all, we actually want to get, what is it? Upload. What is it? Home. Cali. No, work. HTTP. Home. Lab. App. Update.exe. And then I want to put this in boom boom. No, I just want to put it in C program data. Okay. Let's go back to whatever we had here, or maybe we can go here. Let's go to CD, all of that. And then let's go into, what was it, Home Lab? And so we have that, we have app update in Home Lab. Let's put it in, let's do Home Cali Work Home Lab app update.exe. Home Cali Work HDB Home Lab. Got it. So we're gonna do something different here. I don't think that's uploading actually. I really don't. Maybe it's an antivirus or something on it, which is good because I want that challenge actually. Because I want to show you how I would defeat AMZ. LS program data. Oh, well, it is 0. So to get around this, instead of doing it like that, and I don't know what happened there, but there are more than one ways to skin a cat. We would just say Python. Am I running a server already? Yep. Where am I running that from? Yep, home app. So we could just do, go back. There you get HTTP 10:10 14:13. Forgive me, man. It is super early in the morning. Yep, 14:13. I'm already on 80. Now you just do app update.exe and do an OC program data app update.exe. That should work. Nothing's happening. What did I do wrong? Okay, it seemed to get it. Let's see. No. LSC program data. Okay, so we got it. Good. Let's check the hash on that. So get file hash algorithm MD5 app update. See, bro. See program data, and the last four are A12C. Go into home lab. We could do, I think it's MD5 hash. Oh, that ain't it. MD5 some app update.exe A12C. So we have the file in full. So if we think back to the registry, if we can remember what we saw, we see a whole bunch of VM stuff. So that's what we want to do here. Instead of going with app update and getting caught, we're just going to say move. First of all, let's just get into program data. By the way, program data is where you want to work from, because users can't see it automatically without forcing themselves to see hidden folders. So they're not checking there. So you have a good, I don't know, you have a good few minutes before your antivirus is gonna scan that folder and catch you. So if you were on an engagement, you'd want this to be scripted, but we're doing it manually so you can see what's going on. So we're gonna change this move app update.exe to something dealing with VMware. So we'll say we have VM 3D service and then VM tools DEXE. So we can do VM tools D64.exe. Got them. VM tools D64.exe. Just to confirm we did that correctly. VM tools D. Boom. Now we don't want this to run out of program data, because if it runs out of program data, we're going to get caught. Luckily, we're the administrator, so we can just move things where we want. So we'll just move it to VMware tools. So is that we'll move VM tools D64.exe here. And when you're doing stuff like this, you gotta start paying attention, because yeah, I think you get why. You don't want to mistakenly use use something that's not your callback. VMware tools. By the way, use this information responsibly. Like, I'm not trying to create hackers out there. I'm trying to create ethical hackers so that you can train your guys to hunt. I think, yeah. If you did it this way anyway, you'd be caught by now, because this is mad slow and it's you don't want it to be manual anyway. So that's another reason why I didn't script it. So this is us right here. Now we want to put this in the registry. So we'll do the thing that I Googled, which is reg add h key local machine software. And by the way, like, I'm using, I'll say it a lot, but I'm using a hack the box machine, meaning like there's no excuse. Like, you don't have any resources to like build a VM. You got a few bucks to buy Palm box and just practice on those boxes. So current version, run, and then it'll be, damn, my notes. It'll be boom, be there, and then we want to go back up to the VMware tools thing. And so this is the name, and we have the name of run, And then we have the name. We have no name here. Why is that? So I guess we're gonna go with no name again. I think we can do that. Boom, boom. And then we do a T. And then we do reg. I think that's string. I think SZ is string. Doesn't really matter. But I just like to know what things are. And then we'll do the path to our didn't want to do that. So that's another thing. If you are on a box manually and you run a command, you ain't caught. So typically what you want to do is test this in your lab first and then copy that command into your target. Because again, if you run something that errors out, you don't want to do that. I'm just saying. Anyway, VMware tools, VM tools. What was it? VM? No, it didn't even type. VM tools. Damn it! What is going on here? There we go. Woo! Got nervous there. VM tools D64.exe. I don't know what's going on here. V Doom T Reg D Reg add H key local machine. Reg add H key local machine. Software. Microsoft. Anybody see anything? No. Software. Microsoft. Windows. Current version. Run. Boom. V. Maybe it wants a name there. Registry string D. And then it says invalid syntax. So okay, so maybe I'll just like, I don't know, space there. Ah, that's all it was. So now when we query the registry again, whoa. Don't do me like that, man. Reg, I don't feel like typing all that again. Reg query, and then we'll just query these. And if we do get a callback, which we won't get it on run because we don't want to restart or hack the box machine. It says default here, but it looks to blend in because everything else is VMware. Who knows, right? Who knows to check for that, right? So that is 2 of our 7. We just need to make sure now that this like antivirus doesn't catch this. So what we'll do is go to another terminal, say file, new tab. I think we got commander, what was it? MSF Venom. Did I put my callback thing in there? I didn't. Why wouldn't I do that? My what do they call it? I can't think of what they call it. I don't know. Exploit multi-handler. That's what we're calling it. So as far as multi-handlers go, use exploit multi-handler. Like a lot of people would. I don't know if this is what is it? Show options. I don't know if this is with like the older generation of ethical hackers and cybersecurity people, but Metasploit is not for script kiddies. I don't know. That was once a thing that people thought. Set L port 443. Set L host. Is it? Yeah, it's on 0. Metasploit is it's a Swiss tool. It's a Swiss Army knife of a tool. and you better believe that. What payload did we do? Yes, you can do some. It makes things easy, but yeah, if you learn it, you can do a lot of damage. You can do a lot of advanced things that most people can't do if you actually take the time to learn what you can do. So this is the payload we need. Set payload. And then we want to look at our options. This is all very basic stuff. I would think most of my subscribers should know some of this stuff, but we're just doing it just to get the reps of how you would go about installing persistence. So we can do an exploit J here. What? How is that possible? Oh, no, it just started the, it didn't start the, it does. Metasploit makes it easy, but I'm telling you, when you get into post-exploitation, that's where Metasploit shines. So yeah, Metasploit makes it easy for the exploit part to happen, but then installing persistence, when it comes to pivoting around a network, when it comes to all of that stuff, making new routes, like things like that, that's where Metasploit becomes much more advanced. And a lot of people, like, you're not going to get a guy that, you know, the guy's just going to sit down and do all of that stuff. You got to have a plan and maybe even a team to even like think that far out. As far as getting the full power of Metasploit. And then in addition, let's just say I come up with an exploit, or let's say the RPC exec. What if we want to make that into a Metasploit module, which gives me a good idea for a live stream. We make that a Metasploit module. You don't have to go through the trouble of messing with all of that code if it's just in Ruby and then automatically in your Metasploit package. So yeah, it is one of those things where, yeah, if you dig deep into it, it pays. So, moment of truth. Let's run our callback to see if antivirus blocks it. What? Did I not do that right? It's dot? Let's see what's in here. Did it delete it? Wouldn't that be something? No. Well, wait a minute. VM Tools D. I think it deleted it. Yes, I have. I need to get more reps, but I have. Cobalt Strike was. I've done Cobalt Strike stuff. I wanted to do Brute Retail, but I don't know about getting my hands on that. It deleted. So we have antivirus on the box, but I wanted to do Covenant. If we have a little bit of time, we can do Covenant today. And Covenant is I don't know if it's specifically made for Windows, but it's Covenant is, I see a lot of people use it with Active Directory. Let's just say that. Covenant and Cobalt Strike. I also took a course from Rasta Mouse, which I highly, 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 highly recommend, where he shows you how to build your own using .NET. I heard people moving from Cobalt Strike to Sliver. I got like my boss recommended Sliver. I haven't messed with that. I don't know if Sliver is a C2. From what I was reading, it looked more like a oh, it is actually. Okay. I thought when I read it the first time, it seemed more like a how do you explain it? It seemed more like a threat emulation type of thingy, where it's like it maps everything out and maps your attack path. And it didn't seem very attractive to me. But it looks like it deleted our malware, which is good because now we have a actual challenge. We have the actual challenge of defeating, but we're not going to turn off Windows Defender in a lame way, like going and disabling the service. Let's just make sure it's deleted. We're going to do it in a stealthy way. That makes sense. So yeah, it's not there. What we could do first is, but yeah, I think when it comes to paid, so Cobalt Strike was paid, like you had to pay for Cobalt Strike, and like I think it's $2,500 for a license. So, you know, people these days, like software, like open source is the way of the future. So GitHub, taking stuff from GitHub, like people would rather do that. And it's because people want to learn. People want to learn as soon as possible. If I'm charging for a C2 framework, that keeps, not only is that proprietary information, meaning that, you know, I can sue you if you disassemble my software, which is counterintuitive to what we're doing here. I don't even remember the second point that I was going to get into, but it's just counterintuitive in general to charge for anything dealing with ethical hacking, because if it's over here, if it's behind these walls and you can't pay for it, now you can't disassemble it and see what it's doing to your network. Okay, so let's go about defeating the antivirus without disabling it. So the first thing we want to check is, where is the download thingy? I think it was wget. Oh yeah, wget. We want wget to be in program data. It's not 100% unheard of for a binary to run out of program data, so we'll accept it. The CD program data. Sometimes antiviruses will whitelist some folders. So we will now try to run VM tools from here. VM tools D64. Let's see. Yep. So operation did not complete successfully because the file contains a virus or potentially unwanted software. So that's exactly what we wanted. So we knew that, like, if Windows didn't catch that, then something's wrong. So it should be deleted as well now. Yes. So that works exactly how we would expect it to work. The next thing that we could do is check, what's that folder? Let's re-download it. ls, and then it's there temporarily. We can move this to CDC users administrator. What is it? Let's just ls for now. I think it's roaming. No, it's app data. ls force, obviously. App data. And I think it's local temp. And you see all that garbage there. So you can hide malware here as well. It depends on how good your antivirus is, whether or not it'll, you know, catch it. We'll see if their Windows Defender is tuned to check this folder here. So we do C users administrator app data. We're at 36 minutes, so we're a little bit behind. We have one of 7 installed right now. So there's that. So VM, I don't know. At this point, I'm just gonna call it VMware 64.exe. Should be fine. And then we just want to CD into that folder. C users, administrator, app data, local temp, ls, and then let's see if their antivirus is tuned to check this folder. It is. So the next thing that we could do is experiment with some encoding. So there is encoding Shikata Ganai. So I would tell you right now, Shikata Ganai is gonna get caught in modern organizations. So don't even like, please don't go up there with like Shikata Ganai saying that like you're gonna defeat anything. But I'm just taking you through the gambit of things that you would test for to see if you can defeat certain things. So that's that. I'm just letting you know, like, you know, oh well, you know, it doesn't work. Did you try Shikata Ganai? Like, bro, come on, bro. We're in the future. Wait a minute. Yeah. I think we could do Shikata Ganai, even though it's like, yeah. So I think what we want to do though, when we do it, and I hope I'm not speaking incorrectly on this because it's been a long time since I've actually done Shikata Ganai, so I might be a little bit misinformed on that. So call me out if I'm speaking incorrectly here, because I'm starting to have second thoughts on what I just said, MSF, you know, because I'm thinking now, what good is an encoder if it's not web? I don't know. I don't know. It's early, man. I don't know. We might try reverse HTTPS as well. 10.10, 14.13, and then we can try. I think we can try multiple iterations. So we can do like EX86 Shikata Ganai. What? And then let's do like 8 iterations. And then we'll call it VMware 64.exe. And this should be a large file, if I'm not mistaken. This should help on the OSCP as well, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let me go back to my chat window because I just lost it. Okay, so still nothing. So we're good. All right, so we are going to see if that works, if 8 iterations are enough to defeat the antivirus. So am I still serving from here? Yeah, I am. So let's try that again. And then run it, VMware 64.exe. And it does not run. So the very next thing that we could do is bypass AMZ. See if this runs, see if this works. It said success, so we'll see if we actually got success. Operation did not complete successfully, so it did not bypass AMZ successfully. So the next thing that we could do, so I got you, don't even worry about it. So we could go to GitHub to get an updated version of bypass AMZ. GitHub. This is as of 2 years ago. I don't know if we want to use that. It's updated 2 years ago. Let me see this one. 4 months ago. It says the README was updated 4 months ago. It's in Spanish. That'd be interesting. I don't wanna. I'm lazy, man. Mad lazy. So we have three scripts that allow you to evade Windows Defender. Tested Windows 11 Pro. So that's pretty awesome there. So we'll take this code. We'll copy that. And we'll add something to our arsenal today. So new tab. Git clone. Paste that in there. And then we'll just put that in home. Kali. Work. Opt. And then bypass AMZ. And then we want to home, Cali, work, op, bypass, empty. There's only a readme here, bro. What is going on? Cat readme. I don't know why I didn't peep that. These are shells? What's going on here? Oh, the base 64 is the code, I hope. And there's not actually any let's see. So we'll just copy that. I haven't used this yet. Let's paste that and see what happens. So that happened. We'll see if that bypassed it. Nope. So we'll try the second one. And then we'll try again. What do you mean? It's just one and? Yo, how about that? Okay, so that didn't bypass it. Let's see if this bypasses it. Oh. So none of these have worked for us. So we got our work cut out for us here. So the next thing that we could do is we can, I hope it's not gonna get too crazy for us here. Let us take our, let's back here. Let's just make sure there's no other methods of bypassing AMZ before we keep going. Only a simple tool to do a bypass. 2021. Yeah, I don't know about 2021. Recently changed to do something a little more reliable. Recently added. I don't know what you mean, but download and install framework, unzip and enjoy. So we'll get this one a chance to see if it works. And then whichever one works, we're going to put that in our tool, in our tools. We're gonna definitely run with that one because these things get updated almost every 2 weeks. So if you can find a working copy that will bypass AMZ, then hold on to that one and continue to use that. If you're a penetration tester, obviously, right? Keep using that one until, you know, it just doesn't work anymore, and then you got to move on. The OSEP or OSEP teaches you how to bypass this by doing your own coding. I haven't taken that yet. I've done a little bit of studies on my own, but because I haven't taken that yet, so I'm not that deep into .NET as of yet. To install, you only need download and install framework. You can find both binaries here. Unzip and enjoy. I don't know if I want to install anything on the victim because that ain't even that. It ain't even that type of party. So let's see if we have service pack 1 or higher. Is this the way to do that? Let me see. I think it is. I don't know. I think you just like Google these. Let's see. download update, critical updates. Wow. This thing says 2016. Am I doing that in the right order? Oh. I wasn't doing that in the right order. The last update was... I don't know. I didn't get this update. So there's a few other things that we might want to do if we just absolutely cannot use Metasploits. But I do want to penetration test this version of Windows Defender to make sure we're good here. So what I could do is, let's go back to that GitHub and let's see. Let's do Python. Let's do a server there instead of wherever I put it. Let's do a server here. And then I'm thinking if this doesn't work, we'll try my other import module. So it wants the... Okay, so let us download amz bypass.psd1. It doesn't look like we're gonna make Tom, but that's fine. We learned a lot. See users administrator app data local. What's going on there? Temp. What's that? No, we don't want that. Local temp. And then just call it amz bypass. See, bypass PSD1. I've never heard of a PSD1 before. I can't even hold you. I know it's something dealing with PowerShell, but that's about it. Just by the PSD1. Let's see if it works. What do you mean? They import the module that all the functions we use. What did it say? Was not processed because no valid module was found in any module directory. Okay, so we are going to jump off of that ship, but it's probably worth it to keep going. But I actually do want to demo some other forms of persistence. So we're going to switch by let us. How would I do that? I wonder if it, because I'm thinking, right? I don't know if I want to use. So let's go ahead. Wow. And I'm going to show another form of persistence. And then hopefully while I'm showing you this, my head clears and then we can go back to how we would put malware on the system. But for now, bypass amz is not working. Let's try one more time, actually. What do you mean? Oh. What? What do you mean? So we will look at scheduled tasks. I forgot how to create one. In command line. Yep. So there it is. So there's the syntax. So you can get really creative in the command line, like super creative. It won't clear. So just sketch tasks, and this should show like all of them. Those there. So you just do sketch tasks, create, let's see, and you might want something a little bit more, let's see, stealthy than daily. Well, we'll just do daily for now, or maybe we'll do hourly. TN. So this is the name, and then folder path. So we want something that'll blend in. So just say, we could say Microsoft slash, what is something that blends in very well? We can just say like something like performance monitor. And then we'll just do TR, and then we could just do something like net user. I don't know. Admin administrator. I don't know if that'll fool anybody. I don't know if that'll fool anybody with you know, maybe you want to try it on one of your engagements. And then password 1234. Typically you want to do something like some encoded PowerShell here or something like that, but who knows. And then you could do like ST, and then you just do 12 o'clock. That should work. So if we go back to schedule tasks, if you don't know what you're doing, it should be at the top, by the way. It's not at the top? I thought it'd be at the top. Did it do it in alphabetical order or something? Yeah, it did actually. Plug and play, shell, spaceport. Which one did we save it as? It was, I don't know, I don't remember. It should say the task name should be, oh, okay. I probably went over it and I missed it. That's how hard this thing is to look through. And I'll show you how I would look for it after this, because I definitely would not do it this way. I'm really just doing it this way to show you how much of a pain it is to find. So there it is. And so it's gonna blend in like crazy. And then once the actual thing runs, it's going to create a user. Now, if I were serious about this, I would go ahead and I would create a user for a few, like a small period of time, delete the user, and then delete the scheduled task. But again, as you see here, this isn't really very descriptive. Like you can't, I don't know what's going on here, right? Like, I don't know if that's actually malicious or not. So what you can do is, I got something on GitHub. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I'm going to show you what I would do here. So I'd go to my GitHub. I don't know if you can see it on this little screen. Where do I have it? I think Cyber Rambo. Let's try this. Main. Oh man, that ain't nothing. Yo, I was like, I would say like 2018, I was like 100% blue. Like, I would just go so deep into like the stuff. Persistence items, I think this is it. Text for sketch test. Okay, I would look for it like, I don't know. There was another way that I was gonna suggest, but my script says something different. What's going on here? Okay, it's not frozen up yet. But yeah, man, you ask me any question about Windows, man. If I can't get it for you, something's wrong. That's not just bragging. That's how much time I put into Windows. Other key to continue. I think it's something wrong with my WinRM or something. I don't know. Y, I'm pushing Y. But my scheduled task should still be there. So we have two forms of persist. No route to host. What do you mean? Did my thingy die? I don't think it did. Ping apt. Yeah, it died. He dies. Address unreachable. It's off. And it says I have an active machine. Well, just screw my live stream, bro. When it loads up, we should be fine because I think the IPv6 address is the same. With 13 minutes, this took way longer than I thought. I thought that I would have been able to defeat AMZ. I'm telling you, like, while this loads up, what I would probably do is come up with my own, what do you call it? I would come up with my own TCP client, and then I would just connect to Netcat that way, and then from there you could build in like CMD functionality and stuff like that. It's a little bit of an involved process, but if you can disassemble Netcat and then just like say, okay, this is what the code does, let me just do it over here. That's how you do that. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to antiviruses and Windows Defender and stuff, they can't block by API calls. They can't block by code. You can only block by strings and by certain behaviors coming in a row. So I don't want to say it's like super easy to defeat, but it's one of those things where it you can, as long as you work with it, and I'll probably do just a video dedicated to that. When you work with it, eventually you could defeat Windows Defender. But I don't want to say it like Windows Defender is a joke, because it's not a joke, man. It's actually pretty good. It's just, is my persistence gone? I just thought about it. Net user. Yes, it's gone. But you saw it, so we still get the points. Yeah, so I was gonna actually show you though how I would find it, and I never did. So I'm gonna put the persistence back on here as far as the what do you call it? The schedule task. So schedule task, create. And by the way, I would script this SC daily and then task name. This time we'll just call it Microsoft /bad TR, and then we'll just do test here because I'm just a little bit fed up here. 12 o'clock, and then it just needs to be an S here. And then, so yeah, as you, Let's go back. Let's show you again. That just shows you can put any name in here. Obviously this one is it, but if this said like Microsoft, I don't know, telemetry update or something sophisticated like that, like how would you find that out? Well, you could do that by going here and saying get scheduled, I think get scheduled task. Wow. Get scheduled task. And then you could do like select task path. I think. Yes, you do this. This isn't enough. Like, what if you want to locate the actual, what if you want to locate the actual payload in the task? How would you do that? I have it somewhere on my GitHub. I don't remember exactly what I call it. We're going to be able to find it because I know it's up here. Boy database, Blue Team Blue Camp. It's not in Cyber Rambo. Let's see. Oh, this is the well, I'm going to main. This should be a model. Get remote log, search incident, blah, blah. Get event log, services, share. I don't have it in there. So I'm going to have to like wing this thing off the top of my head. Let's see, Blue Camp, Blue Team PowerShell scripts. I took all of the good scripts out of here and I don't know why. I don't know why I would do that. But there used to be some good stuff in here. And I was like, you know what? Let me go back and do it again. No unknown processes, blah, blah, blah. Just check one more time. SEH. I know how to do it, but I didn't want to have to fool with this syntax because the syntax is not like super intuitive. But here we go. It's like something like schedule task, and then you got to convert it to a CSV. It's not like super easy to fool around with. So you do schedule task, and it's like query faux list, I think, and then verbose, I think. There we go. So you could do that, and then I think you just do CSV. Okay, that didn't work. Query faux CSV. That's not right. Wow. Query S faux CSV. See, I told you it's not like super intuitive at all. It's not too intuitive at all. Query faux query S. I don't know what I'm talking about. Query CSV. What worked first? Query faux list. CSV work here. This. So you can convert that into a CSV, but let's make sure nobody's asked questions. But I don't remember how to, and I know I gotten off. Yeah, I got way off, but I want to show you this because it's like if you're ever hunting, you need to know where the bad is. And then for you blue team, you red teamers out there, you need to know, hey, a guy can catch me like that. Query, I think FO may be capitalized. Query faux CSV. Yes. So, and then you can do convert from CSV, and then you could do like select what star, I think. Wow. I'll get member. Yeah, so now it's a PowerShell object, which makes it a lot more gooder. What's there? Next runtime. Wow. This is taking an unexpected turn. So task name is select task name like that. Awesome. Okay, so somehow we need to do a verbose so we can get the actual payload that I use. Is it verbose after that? Let's see. What? Yeah, I told you, man. I did not want to do this because I thought that I thought I had the payload, the actual command you'd run in my GitHub, but it's not. So yeah. So you want to aim for task to run. Select task to run. And then boom. So if you go up, you'll see test there. Whew. That took way longer than I wanted it to take. So long story short, if you're a blue teamer out there, please get that command. So we've only attempted 3 of the 7. So we have done net user, we have messed around in the registry, and we've messed around in scheduled tasks. The next thing that we could do, didn't want to do that. We could do get or SC query. I think that's how you do that. Let's see. I should have prepared a lot better than this. I didn't want to pre-make anything because I feel like that would have been cheating. So if I would have went ahead and made my malware beforehand, it's like now you don't get to see how I make it. But then if I make it while I'm on the camera, then it's like now it becomes exploit development. So I don't know. I was at a little bit of a dilemma there. So yeah, I hope you learned something. We're not done yet, but I just hope you learned something so far. So sc.exe, I don't know if that's okay. So if that works, query. All right, boom. So as administrator, we have our pick of the litter when it comes to services and any one of them that we want to exploit. So this will be our 4th. And I'm gonna look into my notes for this one because my brain is like fried enough. So find. Okay, yep. So what we could do for persistence here is we can say sc.exe config, and then we're gonna just pick one of these things. We probably don't want to pick anything that's like crucial to the running of the domain controller. So we want to look through this to see if there are any things that we really don't care about. DHCP client, don't touch that. Don't touch the DNS server. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Event system, don't touch that. It's got to be something that is not. Don't touch the firewall. Net log on. You don't want to touch any of that. Plug and play. Don't touch that. Don't touch the policy agent. Don't touch RPC. Don't touch the scheduler. Time broker. Don't touch that. They don't have anything that we can mess with because everything is essential. And that's it. Like I thought that I would see like web service or something on there. So what we can do instead is sc add service. We can add a service, which is not, it's not what you want. It's not like the first thing you want to do, because, or maybe it is, I don't know. It depends on your context, I guess. But you could just say SCEXE create service name. So we're just gonna call it bad. So we ran out of time. So we only got, we got one to work, but we went over 3, and this is going to be our 4th one. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. Then path, and then you can just do something like C Windows System 32 cmd.exe. I think it's, what is it, /C? I think it's like that. Net user administrator password 1234 bang. No, that's not right. Or is it? Maybe it is right. B DFS com service name. What do we name it? I thought we named it bad or something like that. Uh-oh. Did it again. Create bad. Create service name should be bad. So what we could do is just find string bad. It did not create. So we didn't do that correctly. Create. So if we go back, let's go up, way up, RST time broker. So it should have been right there. I'm not sure what's going on here. So maybe you have to create the service first. Let's do a W service so we'll be able to instantly see it. WZZZ. Then path equals C Windows Explorer exe, and then let's see if it takes. So it's not letting me add a service. So we're just gonna show how. It's probably gonna break something, but I'm gonna show you how you modify one of the services. But maybe it's some weird thing that I'm forgetting about in Active Directory or Windows Server. But let's see. You would sc config WAUS serve, then path, and then you see Windows System 32 C net user administrator. If you want to do something like change the password, or if you just wanted to add a new user, that's your persistence. Or if you wanted to make it call to your malware, boom. But I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they want single quotes. I don't know. That is how you do it. I don't know why it's tripping now and it didn't trip here. Let's just like use that. but then just say config WAUSR. So success. So SC QC WAUS serve. And then you see that we have a binary path name of this thingy. So we didn't go over everything that I wanted to go over, but just to kind of drive this point home before I get off. So we brought up C2s earlier. C2s often do this automatically, but knowing how to do it manually and knowing the struggles that you have to go through is important, because if you are in a situation where you can't use a C2 for whatever reason, or your C2 isn't working, whatever the case, you want to be able to get in and do all of this stuff. You want to get in and be able to place things in places, and you want to be able to hide and things like that. For me, I messed up because I underestimated the power of Windows Defender and AMZ. But if you keep digging, at some point, unless they patch this box, which is probably what's going on, they probably don't want you to take an unintended route. So they probably keep this box fairly up to date. I'm thinking, even though the, what is it, Git hotfix? Git hotfix. So the last one was installed in 2021. Let's see if we can find like any exploits. Bypass AMZ 2022. This says 2022 here. Test it with Windows 11 Pro. We tried this and it did not work with ours. But I did show you methods on how you do that. I'm thinking maybe, did I run it incorrectly? We're in a PowerShell context, so it should just work like this. Let's try this really quick. I just want to just make sure. Let's try this. Go this into amz.ps1, then amc.ps1. Oh, there's a few things, man. Unless it didn't. Let me just. Because I really want to know, man. PS1, and then you just paste that in there, and then you just serve that on 80, and then you come here and you say get HTTP 10.14.13 / amz.ps1 and omz.ps1. It's downloaded? No. Oh yeah, it did. Why is that just only my network where it does that? And then ls./amz.ps1. Then try to download wget update.exe and then test.exe. Unable to connect. What? I didn't run the server again. Slash test.exe. It looks like it works. Oh, never mind. Got him. So this is definitely a fail, man. Definitely a fail. Let's take, no, we don't want to mess with Chicago 9. Let us render MSF Venom 443. Would DLLs work? Let's try it. Let's try DLL real quick. And then we'll do reverse HTTP. Whoa. 10, 14, 13. Reverse HTTP. I think that's what I want. Wait a minute, I don't have a name for my DLL. Shell.dll. I went way over time, but I really want to see if this works. So I might just be like the man on the moon here. But at minimum, this is like good study. So we got shell.dll there. So the way that you do actually, this is actually a good lesson here because I'm going to show you how to do DLL sideloading here. If you watch some of my other videos, you'd see how to do that. But essentially what you do is you just make a directory, malware, and then you'd move let's look in C Windows System 32. Ooh, a lot. So there is a binary called, damn, what is it called? Ooh, my brain, man. mpcmd run.exe. Wow, it does not exist. Are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure that exists. mpcmd run. Yes, I have it here. How does it not exist here? And I'm pretty sure, no, that's the wrong directory. C program files. Yep, C program files. Windows Defender. Yep. So what you want to do is you want to copy mpcmd-run.exe to what do I call it? Malware. What? Man, save me from myself, man. C Windows, nope. Program files, Windows Defender. And we can CD and malware. It's literally called malware. Let me change that to rename. I think we just do rename in PowerShell. And we don't have to move or anything like that. What's going on, man? Okay. CD. You know what? I'm not changing that. It's taking too much time. So wget http 10.10.14.13 /shell.dll, and then we need to name it. What's the so mpcmd run.exe has a counterpart, and I can't remember what the name of it is. I gotta look at my video to remember what the name of it was. Probably should have had some notes here. Yo, this is my best thumbnail, and then it's like I come in here and I like totally bomb this one. I don't know. I hope you learned something, but you know, I'm not particularly proud of this performance. But I mean, I guess I had such a breakthrough with rpc exec.exe that I was due for, like, you know, one that I wasn't like super happy with. But in either case, I'm gonna tell you like this, and I might be tooting my own horn here, but I would have loved something like this just to understand what I was doing, because I didn't know what I was doing when I first jumped into this. What is it called? mpclient.dll. So we want to name it mpclient.dll. Yeah, I know, because we got to do an O. We're gonna do some DLL side loading, and hopefully we can get a shell. It's just sitting there lonely. So if we look in ls, we have this. So we just do /mpcmd run.exe. And did it go? We didn't get anything. Oh. Yo, what, man? Did I spell it correctly? mpclient.dll. mpclient.dll. mpclient, no two C's. mpclient.dll. Bypass see, just to make sure it didn't get killed by. Okay, it says success. Let's try again. Nothing, bro. No active sessions. And did I when I saved the malware, did I save it with the right IP? Yeah, I did. 10.10.14.13 IPA 10.10.14.13. So yeah, massive fail. But what was supposed to happen is this was supposed to run, and then this loads up mpclient.dll, but it didn't. So let's see if it's running though. Oh, WinRM authorization error. What is that supposed to mean? Did I kill the box? Probably killed the box, bro. Ping apt. No, I mean, from that perspective, it's still up. But I think I just killed Windows. WinRM authorization error. Oh, because I changed the password. Password 134 bang. ls. Yo, bro, they got me, son. Bro, they straight got me, yo. I don't know if you seen what happened there. It's like Windows peeped what I was doing and was like, yeah, you're not slick, bro. And took my DLL out. So obviously you want to do it. I was trying to do it because I was rushing for a live stream, but you want to put your own payload into the DLL, and there's ways, but you have to like do a little bit of scripting. You don't want to put a interpreter payload in there. There's ways to put like a reverse shell in there that's based on client TCP or TCP client, and you'd be good that way. But I did it the lazy way, and my performance online suffered. So that's all that I got for Windows. But if you get over my massive failures, you'll learn a lot about Windows, man. Boy, like this is, I had to tuck my head, I tuck my tail between my legs here, because wow, this was crazy. This was definitely crazy. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go over C2s and I'm gonna go over exfiltration. So I'm gonna be downloading, I'm gonna have Covenant installed, and I'm going to have I'm gonna have Covenant installed, and I'm going to create an exfiltration tool. So I'm gonna create a DLL, how to exfiltrate data using DLL. Damn, it's been a day. How to exfiltrate data using DNS packets. So we're going to create a Python binary that will do that, and I promise you, AMZ will not detect this one. We're also going to do ICMP. So we're going to create an ICMP tunnel as well. We're going to create those two, and we're going to experiment with Covenant and then any other C2s that I can get my hands on, just to show you some concepts. Because I do think that C2s are probably the number one threat against organizations these days. Followed by the not being able to detect WinRM. So this was a massive fail, but I'm glad I failed with you guys. I'm gonna go get something to eat and start my day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, actually. Peace. Damn, this was crazy, man.